my channel. I hope you're all doing good. So I had asked on Instagram whether you would like to see an Eid makeup look, and most of you answered yes. So here I am with yet another video, and today's video is more like a pink smoky eye that I'm gonna do because I'm wearing something in pink and blue, so I thought I'll do a smoky eye. So without wasting time, let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep my skin. So here I'm using the Nivea Soft. The second thing that I'm gonna use is the Pore and Fine Line Filler. This is from Sephora. I have a lot of open pores out here, so I'll be using this to fill all my pores. So mainly I'm gonna use it on my T-zone. So I'm gonna use this concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape, and this one is in shade 35N medium. This shade is a bit lighter for me. So now I'm using with a sponge. I'm gonna blend it well. Try to blend it well. If you see any fine lines, try to use your fingers, to remove those creasy line kind of a thing, and try to blend it really well. Next thing is to set this concealer. So to set this concealer, I'm gonna use my Anastasia loose powder, top of the excess, and set my concealer. The next thing I'm gonna do is my eyeshadow. So I'm using here the Revolution palette, and this palette is called the Reloaded Red Alert. From here I'm actually gonna use this peach shade, and then I'm gonna blend later with the pink one. So this peach shade I'll be using on my crease line. Now from the same palette, I'm gonna use this pink shade, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press this on my outer corner and then blend it. Next thing that I'm gonna do is, as I said, it's a smoky eye. I'm gonna take the black eyeshadow. Again, this is the Revolution palette, but this is a different palette. This is called the Marvelous Mattes, and here I'm gonna take this black eyeshadow, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this black shadow on the inner corner and also on the outer corner and start blending it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this on the inner corner, and I'm gonna also use this on the outer corner. Like this. And now I'm gonna blend this properly. So try not to go higher than what you have the pink one. Just try to be under the crease line and try to blend it properly. Where you can still see places which has no shadows. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this gel liner. This is L'Oreal Gel Liner in pure black. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this on my lid. Now what you have to take care is you don't have to use this on the whole lid. You are just gonna use it, till half of your lid. So I'm not gonna go on top. I'm just gonna use it here, and whatever is left in my brush, I'll be just using it everywhere. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna grab my Revolution palette and the same black eyeshadow that I used before. I'm gonna just take that, tap off the excess, and then start blending this black eyeshadow with the gel liner. Next thing that I'm going to use is an eyeliner, and this is from Nyx, and this is the matte one. Though the eyeliner is not required, as the eyeshadow is any which way is very intense, but I really like to use a very thin layer of this. After this, I'm gonna use the kajal, and this is again the Maybelline New York Colossal Kajal. I'm gonna use it on my waterline. So now I have almost done my eyeshadow. Now the next thing is our foundation. So as it's Eid and I want the makeup to be really perfect, I'm gonna do a color correcting. So to do the color correcting, I'm gonna use the Eyeliner Pro Concealer, the red one. Mainly near our mouth because we all Indians have pigmentation around our mouth. So now with this kind of a brush, I'm gonna just blend it out. So now I have blended it with the brush, but I'm gonna use a wet sponge and I'm gonna just dab it properly to remove the excess. And try not to put a lot of, color corrector, because then your face will turn like really red even after the foundation. And this thing would actually help. Use a little bit. Now you might probably see that my face is red, but do not try to overuse it. That's what I'm saying. And take a wet brush and just pat it so that whatever the excess is there will come into the sponge. Foundation, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty, and this one is in the shade 360. Yeah, and I'm also gonna use the Huda one because, as I've said before, this has like a very amazing coverage. I'm gonna use this wet sponge and start blending it very nicely. You see the coverage? How amazing this coverage is. Thing is the concealer. Now I like to use a lighter shade for my concealer. So again, I'm gonna use my Tarte. Put here these lines on my nose. Use the other one, the H&M one, and I'm gonna just use both the shades together. Now I'm gonna blend this really well. I'm gonna use my contour here, and this is again the Eyeliner Pro Concealer, and this one is in beautiful bronze shade. So now I'm gonna blend this really well. Done with my contour. Now I'm still gonna use my bronzer to just bronze it up a little bit. So here I'm using the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer, and this one is in the shade 25 Sun Glow. I'm gonna use my brush. This is, I don't know, I got it from Amazon. I'm just gonna use this a little bit. Now the next thing is the blush, and I'm gonna use the Maybelline New York Master blush, and this is the one, and I'm gonna use a shade, I'm gonna just mix these two shades. What I'm gonna next do is use my highlighter, and this is the best, and this is like the beautiful highlighter that I really like. This is the Wet n Wild highlighter powder. I absolutely love this highlighter, so I'm just gonna use this. Look at this, oh my goodness. I'm gonna use it on top of my cupid bow. The same highlighter, I'm gonna use it in the inner corner of my eye. So I'm gonna just take a little bit. last part that I have to do is my eye. I have to finish my eye. Just grab the same eyeshadow palette, black eyeshadow, and this is the brush that I'm using. This is just a very thin brush. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use it under my eye. I'm gonna take the same highlighter and I'm gonna use it just here to highlight this place. Last thing is I'm gonna use is the Essence Lash Princess, and this is like a false lash effect. So I'm done with my eyelashes, and the last one is the lipstick. As I have like a very smoky eye, I'm gonna use like a little bit lighter shade for my lipstick. I love this Huda Beauty lipstick. This is like one of my favorite lipsticks that I have. This one is in the shade Ladies Night, but this is like very dark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use it with this powder puff lippy from NYX, and this one is in the shade Scott Golds. So yeah, that's done. So that's it for my makeup look. Am I forgetting something? Oh yes, I am. Wait a second. Hey, so this was actually left. So I have just put on my earring and just opened up my hair. That's it. So I wanted to put up one thing here, that I am actually not a makeup artist and I do not know much things about makeup. What I have learned is all from YouTube videos and Instagram videos. But the makeup look that I have done right now, I think I have done justice to it. But if there is something wrong, and if there are people here on my channel who are makeup artists or who have more knowledge into makeup, please do not judge me if I've done something wrong. But I think I have done justice to whatever I've done. So that's it for today's video, guys. I wish each and every one of you watching this video Eid Mubarak. May this Eid bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of joy and a lot of prosperity. Do good deeds, and if you're meeting up with your friends, families or relatives to celebrate Eid, do take all the safety measures. Be safe and Eid Mubarak again. Thank you. I love you so much. Bye-bye.